Woo, doggy, what's going on, beautiful people? I hope and pray that you all are just doing incredibly well. Listen, on this video, I want to share with you the lies, the absolute lies that new investors believe when they're just getting started. All right. Now, before I dive into it, please like, comment, subscribe, all of those amazing things. Hit the notifications so when I release another tactical tip or video that's going to help you on your real estate investing journey, you can be notified. All right. Now, let's talk about some of the couple of the biggest lies that new investors think when they're just getting started. Number one is that real estate investing is complicated. Y'all, listen, it's really not. Okay. It's really not. Real estate investing is simple. Okay. We typically make it complicated, right? Now, don't confuse simplicity with ease. Although it is simple, it still takes a level of work and commitment. Okay. Calling sellers and talking to sellers is simple. You pick up the phone, you have conversations, right? But it's not always the easiest thing, especially when you have to call 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 sellers, right? People start to get fatigued. They start to doubt the process. They start second guessing themselves, thinking that it's harder than what it really is. No, it's you just have to stay consistent with it. All right. If you know basic math, right, and you can calculate a certain percentage, which is 70% of the ARV, you're good. Okay. So don't overcomplicate this more than it needs to be. All right. The point number two, or one of the second biggest lies that new investors believe when they get started, is that you actually need money to get started. Okay. Now, hear me out. This is a little bit of a controversial topic in a sense, because technically speaking, no, you do not need money to get started in real estate investing. You can be wildly creative and you can make things happen, right? But if you had money, it's definitely going to make your life 1,000 times easier. Let me think of like a random analogy. Okay, listen. So if I had to walk from here or go across town, technically speaking, I don't need money to get across town, right? If I have legs, and I do, I've been blessed by the grace of God, I can walk across town. Now, walking across town may not be the easiest thing for me to do, right? I might have to cross over highways. I might have to walk several miles. It could be raining outside. I could get soaking wet, but I didn't technically need money to get across town. Am I making sense? But if I had a little bit of money, let's say not much, I can take public transportation. Here in the DFW area, we have the DART system, a massive bus rail system, right, that I can take. It's going to get me across town just the same, but now I get to do it sitting in a bus. So now I don't have to ride, or I'm sorry, I don't have to walk for miles. I can be out of the elements. I can be in the heat in the winter and the AC in the summer. Do you see? And I just needed a couple of bucks, because the bus here is just a couple of dollars. Now, if I spend a little bit more money, now I can go buy a car, right? And now I can make my ride even easier. Now I don't have to wait at a bus stop for a bus that may be delayed. Now I don't have to share the bus with everybody else and sit next to strangers, right? I can get across town a lot more comfortably, right? And you get the scenario from there. Now there's different levels of cars that I can drive. Listen, I remember when I was 14 years old, my very first car was a $300 Pontiac Sunbird, okay, that I bought from a junkyard, right? It was a car, right? So if you don't even know what that is, just Google it, okay? I'm really showing my age here, but that was my very first car, right? It was a piece of crap, but it got me where I needed to be. And now what? You can get a Range Rover, you can get a Rolls Royce, you can get whatever you want. So now money elevates the experience. Okay. But I just want you to know, wherever you fall in that spectrum when it comes to real estate investing, if you're able and willing to invest in yourself, into your business, into your future, which you should be, right? It's going to make your life a little bit easier. Okay. So just know those and don't fall into those traps or pitfalls on two of the biggest lies that people think when it comes to real estate investing. I promise you, you can make this happen. If you're a parent, if you made it through school, you can make this happen. Okay. If you made it past the 5th grade, you can make this happen. Right. And if you're in a situation where you're like, hey, Clifford, I don't have money to pour into this right now. I need to start making money, right? Well, all I'm going to tell you is, hey, let's lace up our boots because we got some hiking to do. And when we get there, it's going to be an amazing thing. Okay. So I pray this was helpful. I just wanted to chat with you a little bit and share two of those common lies that I hear all of the time in this industry. But y'all have a beautifully blessed one. I'll see you on the next one.